For those of you guys who haven't seen it, Goldberg went on Ariel Helwani this week to talk about his retirement. And this was one of the most embarrassing interviews I have seen in wrestling for a long, long time. Firstly, he started talking about how he felt unhappy that the retirement speech got cut. And that part is the one part which I do think it is fair for him to get a little bit upset about. Him getting only 30 seconds to do that speech, fair enough, he's right to be annoyed about it. But that is where any logic ends, because from here, he then goes on about how Gunther's chops weren't very hard. He thought they were going to be a lot harder. I mean, come on, Goldberg, you don't work safe. Gunther does work safe. That is how he's meant to do them. You don't know how to do them. That is the reality of the situation there. Then he went on to say that he wanted it to be classier. He wanted it to be on a big PLE. He wanted it to be built up for months and months and months. Sorry, Goldberg, but the truth is a lot of fans didn't even care for your retirement match. WWE gave this retirement match to you out of a pretty much a nicety, right? They were being nice. Could they have handled it slightly better? Sure. But you weren't owed anything. A lot of legends don't even get these opportunities, which is something that he kept repeating during this interview over and over and over again. And yet every time he'd say, "Oh, I understand I'm lucky to get this opportunity," the next line, he'd be complaining about it again. Make up your mind. And talking about making up his mind, the icing on top of this idiot cake was the fact that he said that he would not confirm that he is properly retired from professional wrestling. I hate it when legends do this. If you've retired, you have retired. You can't then back out of the agreement. You can't backtrack. You're retired, right? If something goes massively wrong, like massively wrong, maybe then. But in this case, it didn't. In the case of Shawn Michaels, it also didn't. In the case of Ric Flair, it also didn't. Just stay retired. It is as simple as that. And last but not least, we got to talk about this NDA situation. Because he was saying, I've got a lot more to say about this, but I can't say it yet. And Ariel asks, are you under an NDA? And he goes, I guess you could say that. Firstly, say one way or the other, but secondly, if you are under an NDA, what more do you have to complain about? You basically just complained about the entire thing. What else is there? I mean, if you were under an NDA, it sounds like you just completely violated it. This, Clark, to me, was absolutely ludicrous. It was the most embarrassing interview I've seen in wrestling for a long, long time.
I know I joked with you pre-show that I was going to defend Goldberg, but I literally can't. This is goofy as could be. The craziest part of this to me is, given the way everything went down and it wasn't perfect, and of course, most of the criticism about the match itself had to do with the one thing that you agreed with, and I agree with, which is the retirement speech being cut short. Everything else was pretty darn positive coming out of this one, especially for a Goldberg situation. And he goes and takes the mic and basically just steps on his own praise that he got for the retirement match. I don't get it at all. And the I'm not actually retired part, what in the world are we doing here, Ben? What are we doing here? Come on, man. I thought you wanted the big retirement. They gave you that. We posted the whole speech online. I'm pretty confident it's there somewhere. I didn't watch it personally. I wasn't that interested. But at the same time, Goldberg, come on, man. You're better than that. This is a guy with a big undefeated streak. He left his mark on pro wrestling, but what are you doing, dude? This is just brutal and hard to watch.
I mean, you said it right there. The match was not bad. And the reason the match was not bad was he was in the ring with the best worker in the world right now in Gunther. He adapts to everybody's styles. And guess what he did? He went on to complain about Gunther. I mean, come on.
It makes no sense. It's illogical to me.
It's absolutely nuts. David Marge says he thinks Goldberg did good. Fernando says everyone stop complaining. I think he's specifically on about Goldberg on that one. David Marge wants Goldberg to come back. Oh, come off it, David Marge. Serial Action says Goldberg just likes to cry. Game with T says I still don't know why they let Goldberg come back. And Soul says Goldberg to AEW to retire on Collision. Oh gosh.
That's a great take.
Give him another shot at Saturday night. Give him one more shot on a Saturday.
Maybe he can bring the ratings. But what about you, Antony? What did you think about this?
Yeah, so this was the most asinine interview that I've ever seen in my life. From when he started talking about, oh, I've got 21 days till I can really speak on this. That lets you know right there he signed an NDA. I mean, if you're breaking down the amount of days you have left, he had a 30-day NDA probably. And so just that. After the match in Saudi Arabia against The Undertaker, I said then Goldberg could stay away forever and I wouldn't care. I was upset when they brought him back. And just listening, like, I'm glad they cut off his speech because nobody wants to listen to Goldberg slip and slobber and all over the mic sounding like the Tasmanian devil for 5 minutes about, oh, and then I love being, you know, it's ridiculous. Right off in the sunset. The best work you did wasn't even in the WWE. So I don't understand why you're expecting the WWE to cater to you the way they did. You came into the WWE, you had a good match with The Rock. You had a good match with Stone Cold, and that was it. You have been terrible ever since. I never understood the facade of Goldberg. My favorite memory of Goldberg was when Kevin Nash hit him with the cattle prod. I said it. I don't
Scott
care.
Hall that got him.
Scott Hall got him with the cattle prod. Yeah, I don't care. I was never a big fan of him coming through the sparks and stuff like that. So he can stay away. I wish that wrestling is so good right now that you can have one or two people come back. The John Cena's coming back. It's great. Nikki Bella can stay away. Goldberg can stay away. You know, just it's upsetting listening to him talk in that video because there are so many people who should have had a proper retirement match who didn't. So just stop catering to him. Hopefully this is the last time we have to hear the name. I hope he doesn't get in the Hall of Fame. Don't put him in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, I reckon you can put Goldberg in the Hall of Fame. I disagree on that part.
The Hall of Fame. That part
but you shouldn't.
The WCW Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
but that is the WWE Hall of Fame. They are merged when they bought the company. But I do agree in terms of, you know, he didn't deserve this, and he got this, so we should be happy about it. And instead, he's just moaning.
The weirdest part to this, to me, Ben, and Ant, for that matter, is Goldberg for, 20 plus years told all of his next victims that they're next. He basically went on an interview with Helwani and told himself he was next. Mm-hmm. Like, acted like a victim the entire time. It was unreal. Like, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh, that is the most frustrating thing actually about this retirement for me. The fact that he never said the words, "You're last," to Gunther. Yeah. And for years, people have been like fantasy booking his retirement with the words, "You're last," and it just didn't happen, and my camera's gone fuzzy, so that has happened. But I don't know what's happened. There we are. I fixed it now. I'm back.
Something has happened.
Something has happened. My camera's next. Clearly, Goldberg's hacking into it.
Protect your camera.
Darn it, Goldberg, what are you doing?
But, I mean, Serial Action says he could barely walk to the ring. I don't know why he lies to himself like that. Fernando says the only thing he should be upset about is his speech getting cut off. Yeah. I agree on that. Look, if you're going to hand somebody a mic, say do a retirement speech, you can't go off air 30 seconds in.
Give him the 10-second signal like as soon as he starts talking.
Start playing the wrap it up music.
It's horrible. I get it wasn't perfect, but it didn't garner the reaction.
Oh my gosh. Maybe I've got to start doing that with you, Clark, on the daily. Just give you the wrap it up signal as soon as you start your take.
That's enough of that.
But Numero One says, I wonder who goes on a rant more, Goldberg or Rikishi. Both of them love it. Yeah, probably.
Rikishi rants more.
Tie game now.
It's an overtime.
If you asked me a few days ago, it would have been Rikishi, but it's tie ball game. This is a late score by Goldberg.
If Rikishi now doesn't have a rant about Goldberg's rant, I'm going to be frustrated, but not as frustrated as I would
Rantception.
be if Goldberg then doesn't do a rant applying to Rikishi's rant about his rant. It needs to go on forever. This
You know
needs
what
to
I'm
be
thinking?
a feud now, a podcast
Instead of
feud.
coming back for another retirement match, Goldberg, Rikishi, their own podcast.
Oh,
I would sign up to watch
I
that.
would listen.
I would absolutely be in. Like, let's just make sure it hits the fan every single episode.
And this, I'll leave it on this comment, right? Because I actually don't think it's wrong. And that is that Brett and Goldberg are more alike than they admit. Personality-wise, I do think they are. Even though I love Brett, and he's
Fernando,
obviously
that's
a million times better
outstanding.
in ring. But personality-wise.
Oh, Fernando, that's the comment of the day. Oh, that got me so good.
It's true.
That's
It
brilliant.
really is.
So true.
Spot on.
Right.